Hey, what is up, guys? Break the Walls Tab back again with another video. In this video, I will be giving the results and my personal review of WWE Payback. Overall, I mean, really good show. I wouldn't say it was great, but this pay-per-view took place in Chicago, and they were just rowdy all night, very hot, and it just added a great environment to this pay-per-view, made it a lot better than probably what it would be in, like, I don't know, Virginia or North Carolina or something like that. You know, the minor kind of WWE territories where they go. But we'll just dive right into it. The opener was Wade Barrett versus The Miz versus Curtis Axel, and for the Intercontinental Championship. And Curtis Axel was over big time in Chicago, I guess because he was a Paul Heyman guy. But this match was good. It was a good opener, good action. Exceeded my expectations for sure, and the finish was really cool, really clever. Basically, Miz had Wade Barrett in the figure four, and before Wade was about to tap, Curtis Axel slides back into the ring and pins Wade Barrett. 1, 2, 3. He is the new Intercontinental Champion. It was just cool. I mean, very unique finish. You don't really see this in WWE these days, but it made sense. You know, Barrett was basically trapped. You know, he had his legs, wrapped around Miz's, and so he couldn't really kick out. And then Curtis just pins him, holds his shoulders down. He had no chance of kicking out or anything. So, really good finish, really clever, and Axel is your new Intercontinental Champion. Good match though, 3 stars. Kaitlyn versus AJ for the Divas title. I mean, this one was kind of good for Diva standards, but I mean, Kaitlyn just, I don't know, she was kind of sloppy here. Just, she didn't look good in this match. AJ was very good. I mean, you know, she's a wrestler, she knows how to wrestle, but basically, and I really liked, you know, AJ was just really trying to lock in that octopus and make Kaitlyn tap out. She almost did, but the thing is with this, because of all the stuff, you know, Kaitlyn just doesn't have a clear view. She's just really messed up from last week's Raw, you know, with Big E and AJ. So when she spears AJ and basically has the match won, she just kind of like goes into this crazy state of mind, and she just wastes too much time, and AJ kicks out. But eventually AJ did lock in the octopus, and she did win the Divas title. I didn't hate this as much as a lot of people did, but I did see a lot of people like this match. I give it a star and 3/4. You know, I mean, I can't say it was a decent match overall, but definitely good for Diva standards. It's, definitely watchable. Then we had Dean Ambrose versus Kane for the United States Championship. I was disappointed in this match. I mean, I didn't have much expectations, but Kane just looked exposed in this match. He should really stick to tag team wrestling at this point in his career, because when you have somebody like Dean Ambrose, who's much faster than you, younger, you know, in his prime really, it just, you know, Kane just kind of drags the match down a little bit, and he was never really a very good worker to begin with. You know, even early 2000s, late 90s, he was never really like an elite worker or anything. But in this match specifically, he just didn't look good in my opinion. And then it doesn't help the match when it ends in a count out. So, I mean, Dean is still the United States Champion, but, you know, just a weird... you can do the finish. I mean, it's not like people paid to see this match specifically. But I gave it a 2.25 stars. It was decent, but I mean, you know, anything special. Also, we had a video package for Rob Van Dam's return to the WWE. He'll be returning at Money in the Bank, and this is really, really high right there. No pun intended. But you know, I mean, it's Rob Van Dam. What is he gonna do? What matchups do I really want to see from this guy in WWE? None, to be honest with you. I mean, he's gonna get that one-time pop when people hear his music for the first time in years, and I think people will just get stale with him. And just, I don't know. I mean, good for him to get back in WWE, get another nice little paycheck, but what else is he gonna do? I don't know, but he should be really good at Money in the Bank. Then we had Dolph Ziggler versus Alberto Del Rio for the World Heavyweight Championship, and the match technically was sound. It was good, but what I liked most about this match was the storytelling side of it, and I guess people just couldn't comprehend what was going on in this match. Basically, Del Rio was just beating the hell out of Ziggler, working over the head area with kicks and all kinds of, punches and everything like that, because the storyline is, Ziggler was held out of action for quite a while because of a concussion. He was just really working over the head. Ziggler was just a really sympathetic figure in this, and Chicago loves Ziggler to begin with, but I mean very sympathetic, and it just, for me, it was a double turn. I think that's the direction they're going with, because you just see Del Rio kicking him in the head consistently, and you're just thinking to yourself, my God, what is he doing? And it was just really, really good storytelling. That's what I can say about it. The ref asking Ziggler if he wanted to stop the match, and then at one point a doctor came over to Ziggler, asked if he was okay, and just trying to check him out with the flashlight in the eye, to see if he had another concussion. But I mean, in the end, Del Rio did win. He won the World Heavyweight Championship with a super kick. So I mean, people were just so upset about this, and it's like, it was so obvious what they were doing, but it's just because Ziggler lost that people were pissed off. And here's my thing, he was a sympathetic babyface. It was a double turn, essentially, and if you didn't really get the sense that Del Rio was a heel, after the match, he goes to the back, but then he comes back out and says, oh, you people should be cheering me. I deserve the World Heavyweight title. You don't say that as a babyface. And AJ was crying when Ziggler lost. Clearly, what WWE is doing is they're giving the world title to Del Rio to keep warm for Ziggler until he gets hot as a babyface. Because this is double term. It's just obvious. So if Ziggler were to win retain the title, that already buries Del Rio as a heel. I mean, the story was Ziggler, and the announcers were getting this over really well. Ziggler just wasn't at 100%. He got back in the ring too early. Plus, he had the ring rust. He hadn't worked in a while. So, I mean, Ziggler just wasn't ready to defend the belt, and Del Rio did win it. So now Del Rio is champion, while Ziggler starts heating up as a babyface, getting some wins. And once that happens, once he, does the chase back to the World Heavyweight title, and Del Rio and Ziggler have their rematch, Ziggler's going to win it as babyface. I don't see the problem here. But because there's so many fanboys of Ziggler, they just go nuts because he lost the belt. I mean, I don't see a problem with it. Even if I was a Ziggler fan, I understand what they're trying to do. Ziggler will be World Heavyweight Champion again. But I mean, it's whatever. That was my mini rant. It infuriated me how many tweets I saw on my timeline complaining, and just the lack of understanding about what really happened in that match. It just blew my mind. But anyway, the match itself, the match and the storyline, it was really good for me, so I gave it 3.5 stars. Not, it's not a great wrestling match, but I really liked what they were developing in the whole match. So then we had Punk and Jericho, and this match was great. I started off slow a little bit, trading submissions, but I mean, the crowd obviously was so behind Punk. It was a great atmosphere for this match, and I wouldn't say Jericho turned heel. I think he just worked heel because it was in front of Chicago, and Punk was, the babyface in peril at times. But one thing, I think they're gonna split Punk and Heyman, because at one point, I guess Heyman somehow distracted Punk, and Punk was just getting a little angry with it, and you know, I sense a, you know, a split going on there. Maybe it's Punk and Brock, I don't know. But in the end, it was just a really awesome finish. Jericho kicked out of a oh God, go to sleep, and then they actually did a spot where CM Punk was going to do the diving clothesline, a springboard clothesline thing that he does, but Jericho caught him with the codebreaker, and then Punk kicked out. I mean, great trading of near falls, but then basically Punk hit the GTS, and then Jericho went in, bounced off the corner. Punk gave him another GTS and got the win. I just thought it was an awesome finish to a great match. 4 stars for Punk and Jericho. Punk is just on a roll this year with his matches. Three top matches in WWE, and he took like 2 months off, so that's pretty impressive. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton. I mean, you know, I don't think it was better than what they're having on TV these days with the Shield, either 6-man or just the regular tag team match with Rollins and Reigns. But you know, nothing really special in this match. I think it was pretty good, but I mean, it just wasn't like anything outstanding. It wasn't anything memorable. I mean, I guess that's just a detriment coming from, you know, the awesome matches that these guys have been having on Raw. But I still gave it 2 3/4. Obviously, Rollins and Reigns retained, and there's I thought Orton was gonna turn here, but the thing is, I guess they're saving it for Raw or something, because there was definitely some stuff going on with Bryan and Orton in the match. Like Bryan did the suicide dive thing onto Orton by mistake, and then Orton threw Bryan in the way of the Roman Reigns spear, but then Orton hit the RKO on Roman Reigns. So there's definitely tension there. I guess I don't know what they're waiting for to turn Orton, but still 2 3/4 stars for the match. And then we had Cena versus Ryback for the WWE title in the 3 stages of Hell match. First match the first stage was a lumberjack match, and it was, you know, your typical lumberjack match, nothing really special there. Big thing was when Ryback was on the outside, everybody was crowded around him. Cena does a big dive off the top rope onto everybody, so that was pretty cool. But Ryback pinned Cena clean eventually with the shell shock, and that was the first stage of Hell. The second one, which I probably liked the most out of all of them, was the tables match. I just like, you know, Ryback would continue to put these tables in the ring, but accidentally break them. I think he accidentally like broke 2 of them. So on the third one, he sets it up, but Cena gives him the attitude adjustment, throw it, and that's all tied up at 1. Then we go to the ambulance match as the third stage of Hell, and I mean, it was a good. I mean, it's really tough to rate 3 stages of Hell, but I mean, it was good stuff. I mean, I really like the stuff that they did by the ambulance. You know, Cena threw Ryback, Irish whipped him through the front driver's door, and the driver's door came off, and they were ripping off panels. They ripped off the siren from the top of the ambulance. It was really cool. But of course, Super Cena comes back and wins the match. Gave Ryback the attitude adjustment through the top of the ambulance, which, I mean, I don't know what it is with John Cena and giving guys the attitude adjustments through something, if it's through the stage, if it's through a table. You know, I mean, this was like a vintage Cena finish. But overall, I mean, the 3 stages of Hell match as a whole was good. You know, there was nothing bad about it by any means, but I give it 3 stars. It's tough for me to rate the 3 stages of Hell, but there you go. It was a good main event. And overall, I mean, all these matches did get time. I mean, very, very well done that they just distributed time through all the matches, so that was a big plus, because from the last pay-per-view, that just wasn't the case. And you got a great match, you got a couple really good matches, so thumbs up for me, big time. Overall 7.75 out of 10. Go check out this pay-per-view, and make sure to check out that Punk and Jericho match. So that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later.